Godzilla Minus One is an action sci-fi kaiju film directed by Takashi Yamazaki that takes place right when World War II is coming to an end, and we pick up with the character of Koichi Shikishama, who is a kamikaze pilot that towards the end of the war is avoiding his duty as a kamikaze pilot, which ends up leading him to the island of Odo Island. Now, while on Odo Island, Koichi has his very first encounter with the monster Godzilla, and after this encounter, Koichi and one other person are the only soldiers left that survived this attack. And after this, Koichi ends up going back home to his home village, where he finds out that it has been destroyed in the war and that his family is gone, and he ends up encountering a woman in his village that's taking care of a child that is not hers. And Koichi, out of the kindness of his heart, takes in these two individuals, and they sort of become one whole family now. Due to the war just having come to an end and the run-in with Godzilla, Koichi has PTSD haunting him. He can't sleep at night. He's waking up from nightmares, wondering when he will encounter Godzilla for a second time, which of course does end up happening. And with that setup, you get the film Godzilla Minus One, where it is now mankind versus Godzilla. And of course, this film takes place outside of the ongoing Godzilla vs. Kong universe, and this is a Japanese version of Godzilla that you get here in this film. Now, this movie's budgeted at around $10 to $12 million, somewhere in that ballpark, and I gotta say, with that budget, what they managed to achieve with this film is absolutely mind-blowing. The design of Godzilla in this film is fantastic. The way he moves, the way he interacts with the environment, the CGI and VFX are off the charts for this film. Shout out to the team who did that, because what they managed to achieve with this type of budget is crazy. Now, what I also loved about this film is how much they showcase what a terrifying presence and force Godzilla really is, because after watching all the previous Godzilla films, I didn't feel, ever a sense of terror, ever a sense of danger, and they shy away from how destructive he can really be. But this movie does the exact opposite. You get these insane killing scenes from Godzilla where he's attacking people. You get to see truly how destructive he is inside of this film and how horrifying he could potentially be. Godzilla's score and the theme song that accompanies him inside of this film is ominous and intimidating and amazing. I love the theme, and they play it at just the right moments every single time. Now, there is an English dub for this film, which I was originally watching it in, but after a short period of time, I immediately noticed kind of an off-putting connection with the movie, so I restarted it. I swapped to the Japanese original audio, and it was much, much better. I highly recommend you watch this in its original language with the English subtitles on, and you'll get a much better viewing experience and connect with the characters much more inside of this film. Now, there is a love story element here with the woman he's taking care of this orphan with, and I'm glad to be able to say that they didn't overdo it. They didn't lean into that story element too much. It was very tasteful and classy, and overall, this movie was a treat to watch. So with that being said, let's go ahead and drop the official score for Godzilla Minus One. I'm going to give Godzilla Minus One a 9 out of 10. It gets the 9 out of 10. A fantastic Godzilla movie. My favorite that I've personally seen. I'm not that big on kaiju movies, but this one right here definitely hits it out of the park. This is what I imagine in my head when I think of Godzilla, so to finally see it come to life in this film was amazing to see. I still gotta watch, the original classics from a long time ago, but we'll get around to those eventually. Let me know your thoughts on Godzilla Minus One down in the comment section down below. This film is currently up on Netflix right now if you haven't seen it, so make sure you go watch it. I promise you won't be disappointed. If you don't know what we do here on Demigod ENT, we do movie reactions, movie reviews, and movie-based content, so if you're interested in any of that, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace.